Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Rikishi shared character-breaking images of Bloodline members from WWE WrestleMania 41 today on social media. The Hall of Famer is the father of Solo Sikoa and the USOs in real life. The legend took to Instagram today to share a heartfelt message following WrestleMania 41. He posted a picture of Jimmy USO and Solo Sikoa and noted that family was the most important thing. Solo Sikoa kicked Jimmy USO out of the faction following his loss to Jey USO at WrestleMania XL last year. Jacob Fatu was also spotted with Rikishi in his photos from WrestleMania. Fatu defeated LA Knight to capture the United States Championship at the Show of Shows. Jimmy USO was not in action at the Showcase of the Immortals, but made an appearance during this past Monday's episode of Raw to celebrate with Jey USO. Main event: Jey defeated Gunther to become the new World Heavyweight Champion during Night 1 of WrestleMania 41. AFA Wwe Jr. recently made a very interesting claim about the Bloodline's future in the company. In an exclusive interview with Sportskeeda Wrestling's Bill Apter, AFA Jr. suggested that the faction is not going anywhere. He claimed that Paul Heyman was a snake, and that the WWE Hall of Famer was in for a rude awakening in the weeks ahead. Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu were not getting along on the road to WWE WrestleMania. It will be interesting to see what WWE has planned for the storyline in the weeks ahead on SmackDown. WrestleMania is where legends are made, rivalries explode, and storylines reach their epic conclusions. But this year, something unusual and heartwarming happened behind the scenes. WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi, a proud father and Bloodline elder, shared rare, character-breaking images of some of the most dominant members of the Bloodline at WrestleMania, giving fans an intimate look at the people behind the personas. It was a moment that reminded everyone beyond the ruthless faction warfare, championship gold, and family betrayals. At the heart of it all is still a real family, one with bonds deeper than any storyline. The Bloodline has been the heartbeat of WWE for years now. Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, Jimmy USO, and Jey USO have crafted a historic narrative of loyalty, betrayal, dominance, and heartbreak. With Rikishi's sons at the center of it all, fans have been glued to their screens, watching the rise, fall, and rebirth of one of wrestling's most compelling dynasties. At WrestleMania 41, the Bloodline saga took another shocking turn. Betrayals were paid back, new alliances formed, and the family feud seemed more personal than ever. The matches were brutal. Emotions ran high. Fans were left stunned and desperate for more. But behind the scenes, away from the cameras and pyro, there was a different kind of story unfolding. One of unity, pride, and quiet celebration. Hours after the WrestleMania broadcast ended, Rikishi took to Instagram to post a series of candid, behind-the-scenes photos. The caption simply read, "Proud doesn't even begin to cover it. Bloodline forever. #family first, #WrestleMania 41. The images he shared weren't the hardened, scowling warriors we're used to seeing on television. These were moments frozen in time, raw and beautiful. Roman Reigns, moments after his match, smiling warmly with his arms around Jimmy and Jey, the tribal chief mask set aside, looking more like a proud big cousin than the cold conqueror fans know. Jey USO, exhausted but beaming, flashing a peace sign and hugging his twin brother Jimmy, their bond unbreakable despite months of on-screen warfare. Solo Sikoa, often portrayed as the Bloodline's cold enforcer, holding one of Rikishi's young grandchildren on his hip, a massive grin breaking his usual icy exterior. The entire family, Rikishi, Roman, the USOs, Solo, and even other Wwe family members, posing together backstage, championship belts slung over shoulders, genuine laughter filling the frame. In an instant, the Bloodline's intimidating mystique melted away, replaced by something far more powerful: family love. The wrestling world erupted. Within minutes, Rikishi's post had tens of thousands of likes. Fans flooded the comments with emotional reactions. "Man, seeing them like this brings tears to my eyes. Bloodline forever. This is what it's all about. Family first. Wrestling second. No matter the storyline, the love behind the scenes is real. I love seeing Solo smile for once. He looks so happy. Some fans even joked about how they wished WWE would release a Bloodline family barbecue special after seeing the candid photos. More seriously, many pointed out that Rikishi's post added new emotional weight to the Bloodline storyline. Knowing the real-life love these men share makes their betrayals, heartbreaks, and wars inside the ring hit even harder. Why this matters so much? In wrestling, the best storylines are the ones rooted in reality. What makes the Bloodline saga so compelling is that it feels real because, in many ways, it is real. When Roman Reigns calls himself the head of the table, it echoes real-world dynamics in Samoan culture, where the family head is a revered and respected leader. When Jey Uso battled his cousin during the early days of the Bloodline story, it wasn't just about titles, it was about identity, legacy, and family honor. By sharing these images, Rikishi reminded everyone that while the matches and rivalries are scripted, the love, respect, and pride are genuine. This behind-the-scenes glimpse doesn't weaken the Bloodline's mystique, it strengthens it. It shows that the pain of betrayal, the triumph of victory, and the agony of defeat are all felt deeply because these men are not just colleagues, they are family. Could this influence WWE storylines? Interestingly, Rikishi's posts could have ripple effects beyond just the fans' hearts. In the past, WWE has leaned into real-world moments to enhance its storytelling. Now that the world has seen the Bloodline's human side, there's speculation that future storylines could tap even deeper into those emotional veins. Imagine a future promo where Jey Uso talks about how their real bond made the betrayals hurt even worse. Or a moment where Roman, stripped of his tribal chief title, reflects on family, not power. In a world where wrestling is at its best when it mirrors real life, Rikishi's candid photos may have just given WWE's creative team even more gold to mine. Rikishi's final message. In a follow-up post the next day, Rikishi added, "They fight. They rise. They fall. But through it all, they are still blood. Family never fades. Proud of you, sons. Proud of you, family." It was a short, simple message, but one that said everything. Even as the Bloodline tears itself apart on television, in reality, their bond remains stronger than ever. And no matter how many times they superkick each other, slam each other through tables, or challenge each other's leadership, they will always come back to one unshakable truth. Bloodline is forever. Would you also like a bonus version where Rikishi's post hints at another Bloodline member debuting soon?